commercial focus. Whisky galore as these 8 Scottish distilleries and bottlers celebrate National Whisky Month. Douglas Laing. Douglas Laing in 1948, a year that delivered a number of greats including HRH Prince Charles, Maurizio Gucci, as well as musical legends from Alice Cooper to Andrew Lloyd Webber. 70 years later, and the Glasgow-based family firm is regarded globally as one of the most innovative independent spirit businesses, owned and run by second and third generation family members, Fred Laing Jr. and his daughter, Cara. 2018 will see the family launch a number of its oldest and rarest casks, in a series of commemorative bottlings to mark the 70th platinum anniversary. Proceedings kicked off recently, with the launch of 4 XOP Platinum single casks and an Old Particular double pack carrying 2 very different 35-year-old whiskies, combining 7 decades of whiskey excellence. The family prides itself on its philosophy to bottle Scotch whisky as natural as it gets, always without coloring, without chill filtration, and at high alcohol strength, transporting you to an atmospheric distillery warehouse with each and every sip. Known for their innovative, mold-breaking approach to their whiskies, the latest release from Douglas Laing. A one-off event was held at Douglas Laing's Glasgow HQ earlier this year, during which 8 mixology masters experimented with lowland single malts, each blending their own distinctive creation to be judged by Fred Laing, chairman, and Chris Leggett, CEO. The resulting whiskey is bursting with zesty citrus, green fruits and a sweet nuttiness, and is certainly a little bigger, more urban than the classic lowland flavor profile. Bottled at 58.6% alcohol strength and offered without coloring or chill filtration, the high strength of the Epicurean Glasgow edition is said to ensure the natural, robust character of the city spirit shines through, even when mixed, making it the perfect base for a whiskey cocktail. Just 3,000 bottles were produced and distributed to over 40 countries globally. Douglas Laing's whiskies are available via specialist Scotch whisky retailers throughout Scotland and the rest of the world. www.douglaslaing.com. Cadenhead's Whisky Shop. Cadenhead's Whisky Shop is situated at 172 Canongate at the bottom end of the famous and historic Royal Mile in Edinburgh, and is a must-see if you are interested in whisky. WM Cadenhead Limited are Scotland's oldest independent bottlers of single malt Scotch whisky and still bottle their drink the same way they did more than 175 years ago. Their bottlings are from single casks and are never diluted or colored like most commercially available whiskies. You can even have a bottle filled from a selection of casks in the shop. They can also arrange delivery in the UK if you don't wish to carry bottles around with you. This also means if you can make tea to the shop, then they'll send it to your home. Stock is constantly changing, so contact them by phone, post or email for a current stock list or recommendation. Tastings are also held on the premises after the shop closes, which are both informative and fun. They consist of 6 different whiskies with a tutorial from one of the enthusiastic and knowledgeable staff members. Opening hours are 10:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Monday to Saturday, and tastings take place most nights after 5:45 p.m. See www.whiskytastingroom.com. Tall Ships Adventures. Tall Ships Adventures are celebrating National Whisky Month with their very own Scottish whisky tour sailing adventure on board their 60-feet ketch, taking place from Sunday 3rd to Sunday the 10th of June for just £499. The voyage will begin in Inverkip before sailing across the Firth of Clyde, where you will take in dramatic mountain panoramas and beautiful loch scenery on the way to the picturesque Isle of Islay. You will moor in the Port of Ellen and have the opportunity to take a tour of one of the island's 8 distilleries, where you will see the distillers at work and sample complex, rich, peaty whiskey as a guide talks you through the process of bringing the tipple to life. You will then complete the voyage cruising back to Inverkip. This voyage will be thrilling for the young and not so young alike. It is available to those aged 18 to 80 and all levels of experience from beginners to seasoned sailors. All the profits from the whiskey tour will go towards the Tall Ships Youth Trust's highly effective youth development program by providing bursaries for disabled and disadvantaged young people from all over the UK to take part in a voyage. Many of the young people who sail with the trust are marginalised by society and feel their life prospects are low, but the voyages equip them with the skills they need to turn their lives around. So sailing as an adult with the Tall Ships Youth Trust is more than responsible travel. It's an exhilarating, big-hearted, philanthropic journey. Whilst every effort will be made to deliver the above voyage content, sometimes, due to weather and cruisability, the content may need to change. If you would like to book on the voyage or find out more about the trust, please visit their website tallships.org/events/kt-054-Scottish-Whisky-Tour/Piper Whisky Bar. The Piper Whisky Bar in George Square is located in the heart of Glasgow city centre and boasts over 200 whiskies, with at least one from every distillery in Scotland, and a full range from all local distilleries. As well as this, we have a selection from Japan, Sweden, India and Ireland, so whether you are a novice, connoisseur or just curious, we believe there's one for you. To accompany your dram, we are very proud of our menu where food is homemade with locally sourced ingredients. Our prized and much-loved Scottish tapas menu gives you the chance to sample traditional Scottish food, a particular favourite being Cullen skink, haggis, neeps and tatties, and our popular vegetarian version. We can offer a whiskey pairing, giving you the chance to sample the very best of what food Scotland has to offer. Our monthly whiskey tastings are very popular, when industry experts showcase their brands and give insights and stories about their favorite malt. The tastings are a great opportunity for people to sample and experiment with different whiskies. We also offer private bespoke tastings for smaller groups who are keen to learn more about the nation's favorite drink. We love our latest addition, a gold, 7-foot-tall Johnny Walker statue. Although we take our whiskey very seriously, we don't take ourselves so seriously. We aim to nurture and promote a love of whiskey, and we hope our customers catch a bit of our enthusiasm. As well as whiskey, we have selection of local and international lagers, beers, ciders and wines, and an enviable collection of gin to be enjoyed in traditional and cozy surroundings. We have live entertainment all week from local musicians and bands, as well as our famous quiz nights. So what are you waiting for? A dram awaits you. www.thepiperbar.com. Springbank Distillery. It might be Scotland's most traditional whiskey-making location, but Campbelltown's Springbank Distillery has taken a step into the future with the opening of a new on-site shop and visitor centre. Springbank's visitors, and those who want to see its sister distillery Mitchell's Glengyle, can now enjoy their visit in the comfort and atmosphere provided by the new facilities. Springbank is a unique distillery in a unique part of Scotland. The Kintyre Peninsula, known as Scotland's mainland island, might be connected to the rest of the country by a 1-mile strip of land, but the area has a distinctly island feel. Campbelltown is the largest town on the peninsula and is famous around the world for its Scotch whisky production. Back in the 1800s, more than 30 distilleries were in operation in the Weetoun, earning it the moniker the whiskey capital of the world. Today, 3 distilleries remain, and Campbelltown retains its status as one of Scotland's 5 designated whiskey-producing regions. Springbank drinkers appreciate the robust, salty, coastal style which is a byproduct of the natural Campbelltown environment. Springbank remains in the ownership of its founding family and continues to practice traditional production techniques, from malting all of its barley on concrete malt floors, to employing 17 people to pretty much hand-bottle the finished product. It is the only remaining distillery in the country to carry out 100% of the production process on site, and visitors often remark that time spent touring the distillery is like taking a step back in time to the Victorian era. Alongside its flagship Springbank single malt, the distillery also produces two other varieties, the heavily peated, smoky Longrow and the lighter, more floral, triple distilled Hazelburn. The distillery runs tours and tastings from Monday to Saturday each week. Booking in advance is not essential but is advisable. Contact tours at springbank.scot or call 01586-555-468 to book or for more information. www.springbankwhiskey.com. Rabbis Whisky Tours combine the flavors of Scotland's premier drink with a guided adventure through Scotland's local legends, triumphant traditions, and soaring sights on a Rabbis tour. Leave the car at home and let the Rabbis driver guides take you beyond the guidebooks and into your whiskey adventure. The guides are world famous for their knowledge, facts, quirky stories, history, and fairy tales. These are whiskey tours like no other. You can join a scheduled tour year-round from Edinburgh, Glasgow, or Inverness, and there is an array of whiskey tour choices from 1/2-day trips up to 17-day holidays. If one of the Rabbis itineraries doesn't quite tick all your boxes, there's the option to build your own, bespoke private tour. You can savor the smoky and peaty whiskies of the Isle of Islay or indulge in the light, sweet single malts of the Speyside region. There are options to visit some of the Highland and Lowland distilleries also. With Rabbis, you explore in top-of-the-range 16-seat mini coaches. This means you never get lost, you always take the scenic route, you have great views through large windows, and you're free to sample the local tipple without worrying about driving. Tours cost from £20 up to £1,500. Gift vouchers are also available to purchase at https://rabbis-trail-burners-ltd.vouchercard.com/4352/rabbis-tours-gift-voucher. For more information on Rabbis Whisky Tours, visit www.rabbis.com/whiskey. GLENKINCHIE Distillery open 7 days a week all year round. What better way to get a taste of Scotland than visit to Glenkinchie Distillery? Steeped in history, Glenkinchie has been producing whiskey since 1837 and is known as the home of the Edinburgh malt. Nestled among the rolling farmlands of East Lothian, just 15 miles from Edinburgh, Glenkinchie is one of the few remaining lowland distilleries in production and perfectly located for a visit. Start your experience in the exhibition, which hosts a magnificent scale model distillery. Your guide will then take you through the distillery so you can see how the water of life is produced. You will also have the opportunity to see the casks sleeping in the warehouse before heading to the bar for a dram or two. Love nature? Why not try out our new Whiskey in the Wild experience and enjoy a tour beyond the distillery, exploring the nature around the site and sample a few drams from Diageo's flora and fauna range. Or perhaps treat yourself to a unique experience and be guided through a tasting of Glenkinchie's finest expressions by the distillery manager. Check out our website www.glenkinchiedistillery.com for all the different experiences available. Getting to the distillery has never been easier. There is a shuttle service which runs twice a day from outside Howie's restaurant on Waterloo Place in Edinburgh city centre. You can get direct transport your tour and taste from as little as £22 per person. Seats are limited, so it is strongly advised to call and book on 018-75342-012. The team at Glenkinchie will be delighted to help. Whether you want to buy a bottle, indulge in a special release, or pick up a souvenir, the gift shop is sure to have something for everyone. Look out for special offers in the shop during your visit. To top it off, you will get a £5 discount voucher, redeemable against a 70 centilitres bottle of malt whiskey. So, what are you waiting for? Call 018-75342-012 or email glenkinchie.dietillery@diageo.com for more information. Duncan Taylor Scotch Whisky. The octave range from Duncan Taylor Scotch Whisky. For several years, the independent bottler Duncan Taylor Scotch Whisky has had the octave range within its award-winning portfolio of whiskies. The releases are finished in a special way. After being matured in casks, the single malt or single grain whiskies spend some months in a very small cask of 50-liter volume, named octaves, to round out the aromatics. The contact surface between whiskey and wood is much bigger thanks to the small casks, so maturation of whiskey takes part quicker. With a number of whiskies within the collection, dependent on your palate, there is a whiskey for everyone. Included in the portfolio are whiskies dating back to 1990 from a number of different regions. With the company now celebrating its 80th anniversary, find out more about their award-winning whiskies by simply heading to www.duncantaylor.com. To purchase a bottle from the Octave collection, go to www.thespirits.embassy.com.